How you doing? Guys, welcome to the wedding. Usually at a wedding you come over, actually you can all be seated by now. Thank you. Usually when you come to a wedding you gotta kind of sit in your seats, you gotta be quiet, you gotta just keep your mouth shut until the whole wedding is over and then you guys can be happy and cheer for them. But it's kind of tough, and plus you've had a few drinks in you. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna count to 3 and you're gonna cheer. You're going to be excited. You're going to show this couple how excited you are for them getting married, how excited you are to be here and celebrate their love for each other. So when I count to 3, I want you to let it out, like you're at a game, like you're at a sporting event. Don't be all cordial. Just let it out. Yell, scream, hoot, holler, do whatever you need to do. So here we go. Let it all out. 1, 2, 3. Nice, nice. All right. Well, let's get it all started. First of all, some of you know Jesse and Jenny. Some of you may not know how they got to know each other, how they fell in love. You probably want to hear a story from me about telling you how it was love at first sight, and Jenny looked over across the room and saw Jesse and said, "Wow, I'm in love. I love that man. He's amazing." You want to hear stories of how music was playing. You want to hear all these beautiful stories. You're not going to hear that. It's not going to be that way. Jenny hated Jesse when she first met him. They met about 4 years ago when Jesse first moved out here. Jesse was Jenny's boss, and Jenny didn't like Jesse. Whatever Jesse told her to do, she didn't want to do it. She was very mean to him. So Jesse said, "Well, forget that. I'm not going to be nice to her either." So they were not nice to each other at the beginning. And then time went by. Things happened. They all of a sudden, something happened. Something changed. And all of a sudden, they started to catch each other's eye. They started to have feelings towards each other. They started to maybe kind of be interested. Maybe Jenny didn't hate him as much anymore. Maybe Jesse felt like actually giving her his card to, you know, correct the charge or something. Maybe a Zakoto cake went out that wasn't supposed to. You know how it is. So that was able to happen. That was able to be corrected. So they started to get to know each other, started talking, and, well, they went on a first date, which they weren't actually really willing to go on that first date, right? They were a little nervous. There had to be some help from some people. Maybe someone named Lila had to help out. Don't know who she is. Some of you may know who she is. Let out a cheer for her. So I encouraged them to kind of, you know, talk to each other. A little bit of a little Tanner came in there, too. There was a little bit of Tanner help there, too. So you want to hear from him, too. So they had to, you know, they went on a first date. Now, they went on a first date, which I think is probably the greatest first date of all time. They went to Disneyland. Now, some of you don't understand this concept, but Disneyland is the best first date idea ever. Because on a normal first date, you will go out on a date and you will sit there and have food together, and the person will sit there and kind of, maybe the girl will be like, I don't eat too much in front of him because I don't want him to think that I eat a lot, but I kind of don't want him not to eat because, he might think that I'm rude. And then he's sitting there like, should I buy her drinks? Because I want her to get drunk because I want her to like me more, but I don't want to, not buy her drinks. She might think I'm cheap. So you go to Disneyland. Disneyland is awesome because what happens, you guys spend 12 hours together. There's a lot of emotional changes that happen in 12 hours. You have to be in line together, so you actually have to talk to each other. You can't just sit there and look on Facebook and update a status over and over again. You gotta actually talk. You gotta sit there and you gotta buy a churro. And then you gotta watch the way you eat the churro. Does she just buy one churro and not share the churro, or she buy 2 separate churros because she's not the type that to share food? Then there's always the Matterhorn test, which I heard isn't the same anymore. But if those of you who know the Matterhorn test, well, the Matterhorn test is you sit in the same chair together where you're sitting together, or do you have the separate chairs? So there's different concepts you go through a Disneyland trip. I won't ask you about the Matterhorn trip. I won't ask you if you sit together. Don't worry. They sat together. Just so you guys know. So they had that first date. Jenny actually wasn't going to go to Disneyland. She was like, how am I going to spend 12 hours with this guy? She's going to cancel last second. How messed up is that? But she still went. Her mom encouraged her, said, you're going to have a good time. They went. They couldn't stop talking to each other. They got along so well. They were so surprised. They were like, wow, we connect on so many different levels. And from there, their love for some getting choked up, just like you. You're crying. That's so cute. Let's go on. So I'm sitting there and they got to know each other more and more and more. I mean, a part of their love is that beautiful little girl, Luna, right there. Look at her. She's out of flowers, she's out of petals, so she's a little upset. Don't embarrass her. And now we all get to be a part of this day where you two come together and pronounce your love publicly to everybody. It's awesome. So I'm really happy to be here with you guys. And I was thinking of like a poem for this moment and all that stuff, but they didn't have Disneyland, like Robert Frost times and all that crap. So I couldn't. I said crap. I'm sorry. That's gonna be on your video. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Please don't have kids. That's a bad word. I was told earlier. Eric told me not to say that word. No, I think it was Joey told me not to say crap. So I looked up a country song because I thought a country song is perfect. So here's a quote from a country song that I think would be perfect to kind of get an idea of how we start this. It says, I set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. But I got lost a time or two. Wiping my brow, kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. Every long-lost dream led me to where you are. Others broke my heart. They were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true. God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. You can hold hands. So my friends, Jesse and Jenny actually wrote their own vows, and I am going to go ahead and let Jesse start. And go ahead, my friend.
Whether I'm deserving, blessed, just plain lucky, given my life, given purpose. My heart will always be open. My eyes will never wander. My ears will always listen. My shoulder will catch your tears. My hand will guide your path. My feet will always bring me home. You're my best friend, my one true love, y todo. Te amo sin fin, a la luna, y viene queso. And I will forever surround you.
I hated your guts. But I swear, I love it. Live anything down. You are not the world to me. I know that I have never watched a football game with you, but I promise that I will do my best to watch a football game, watch the Eagles play, cry with you when they lose, try to pick a beer if they ever win.
Yay! Go Eagles!
Go Eagles, I guess. But I know I might not be the easiest person to deal with. And you might not have your family here with you, but I will always be here for you when you need me. You should know that. You're my best friend. And I will love you forever, even when you're wrinkled and dull. I love you.
Big space for Jesus here, people. Hold on. We'll get to that part. We'll get to that. All right. Who has the rings? Bring them on. Really? Really? We're going to play that one? We're going to play that one where we lost the rings? That's fantastic. That's exactly what we want. You think we're going to give that kid the rings? Are you kidding me? No. No. Best man got the rings. No, we didn't play that. All right. All right. You guys ready? All right, there's no turning back. This is it. Good. Not a deep breath because you're crying. It's cool. You're allowed to. Okay. Grab your ring. Put it on his finger. Put it on his finger. There we go. All right. With this, repeat after me. With this ring, I, Jenny,
With this ring, I, Jenny,
marry you, Jesse,
marry you, Jesse.
It's tight. It's very tight. Okay, your turn. All right, here we go. With this ring, I, Jesse,
With this ring, I, Jesse,
marry you, Jenny.
marry you, Jenny.
You can say Jennifer too, I guess that's more proper. Oh yeah, say that.
Coco.
That's much cuter. All right. Guys ready? Ready? This is it. This is like, it's not an hour and a half. All right. Wow. Here we go. Well, my friends, by the power vested in me, by the state of California, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Jesse Monroy Masha. Stand up, people. Let it hear it. Come on now. Friends and family, as the wedding party is leaving, they're going to come back here and take some pictures. As they do that, we would love for you to go up to that awesome bar over there, have some drinks, have some hors d'oeuvres, some cocktail hour before we start the party. Thank you very much.
I know.